Alright, so yo, I'm in this thing, bruh.
We back.
Like we never left this motherfucker.
Back like we never left, alright?
Listen, disclaimer. I've been on a very strict diet for the past month. Haven't had a sip of alcohol. I drank a lot today. And when DeOtis came over here to record, I said, fuck! I guess he's really down to do this today.
I guess I'm really down to do this today, you know?
So I did not want to, and I'm here, so I'm a little drunk. But anyway, hello.
Yeah, we back.
And we're back. So, last week, we had D on for the first time.
Yes, I was here.
And he was shitting bricks.
I was.
That dude sweated out his whole outfit.
I got a black t-shirt today though,
sweated
so
out his whole church
I'm
suit.
free. Yeah.
He was looking like a preacher on his third.
It was hot in here. It was hot.
It wasn't that goddamn hot.
Listening.
It wasn't that goddamn hot. He was like a Southern Baptist preacher on his he was at his evening service.
Yeah,
tired as a motherfucker.
Well, I hope you all can forgive me. I was nervous. It was my first time being part of the fam, and like now I'm back, like I never left. I'm more comfortable.
I hope so.
My
goal was to make you comfortable, brother, and I guess I failed because you damn near. It was when he left. It was a puddle underneath the seat, man.
But you know what?
It was very disturbing.
I'm good today. Okra's here, so we'll be alright.
Motherfucking okra. Yo, we're coming up on. We have Halloween coming up.
We do.
You know,
what you gonna be?
About that. I don't plan on being anything this year. I don't. If it comes up, if it pops up, and something strikes me, I'll do it. That's what usually happens. I've had some really cool costumes over the years. One costume was a kissing booth. I create all my costumes. I was
so your costume was an environment.
I had a price list, all that shit.
Oh shit! Did you make some money that night?
Huh?
Did you make some money that night?
Nah, cause I was dating a girl at the time. She wasn't having all that shit. She was looking at them folks like. She looked at me like, really?
He's probably told you to take that shit off. Yeah.
I was. What else was I? I was a chick magnet. I made a big ass magnet and I put it around my neck and I put little like pictures of pretty girls all over it.
Was you single then?
I think I was.
So it worked out then? Like, did you get some?
I mean, when I'm single, you know it's always gonna work out, but I'm a player. You feel me? Look at me.
Oh. Okay.
You know, camera. For the podcast land, look, we got video recording, so I just smiled and gave a little sexy look to the camera. What's another one I did? Oh, I was damn, what the fuck was it called? It was like a hater. I was like,
you was a hater?
Yeah, I was a hater.
How do you illustrate a hater?
Shit. It was, damn it. Cock block. It was super cock block.
You was a super cock block, so did you just write a sign and put the word cock block?
No, I made like, I got a picture of a cock, of not a dick, but a chicken.
Oh, okay, alright.
And I crossed it out.
Okay.
And so it was like cock block, and then I put a cape on with the same shit. I had a t-shirt that had the definition of what a cock block is. Okay. Anytime I saw a dude talking to a girl, I would like jump in front of him and go, super cock block, you will not get this number. Yo.
Not today.
Dudes were like, cats weren't even like take that, it was no humor. Like, they had no humor to it. It was like, they think it was funny.
Yeah.
It was like, man, it's fucked up. And I had to think about that, because you know how hard it is for a dude to go to a girl and talk.
Right, yeah.
Like, I don't think let's talk about this. I don't think you women understand how difficult it is for a man to actually, like, get the nerve to walk up to you and take the chance to get turned down. And not just get turned down, because you can be nice about turning down someone. Right. You can easily say, not interested. Or you can say, I have a boyfriend, I'm sorry, you seem like a really cool guy, But some of y'all are really harsh. Like, you're like, N-word, no, get the fuck away from me with them dirty ass, crusty ass shoes. Like, y'all are rough, man. So it takes a lot for a guy to, like, muster up the strength to approach you and take the chance. And you can even be with your friends. If you're with your friends, it's even harder. So I did this super cock block thing, and these dudes, I had to think about the fact that they were probably like thinking the whole time, like, all right, her friends left her. Now I can go up to her and talk to her.
Yeah.
Because I've been there before.
Yeah, yeah.
Like where I'm like, oh shit.
So many things have to be aligned.
Yes.
So you can be talking to them, and then here you go.
Because I mean, I'm better than most.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm easy. Like, I like to talk, so I can talk to a group of people, you know, and then I build up a conversation to talk to a girl. Like, it's easier for me, but it wasn't always that way, so I understand what brothers might be going through. So when
like talking to a girl is almost a filtering process for which one is the most courageous or which one, because you got a whole slew of guys that's not even going to try, or it's going to try on some like weak ass shit, you know, like let me DM, let me whatever else, and start coming up and personally talking to you.
And ladies, don't block your blessing. You missing out on some good dudes because some of these dudes just are nervous. They're like super scared. They like shitting bricks trying to get to you. So, you know, I mean, it does make it easier for those kind of fellas because they're going to, you know, we're in a day of social media. You can be in.
It's a different day.
And even when you get the number, alright, I remember back in the day when I used to think about the whole conversation I was gonna have before I talked to a girl.
And then she gonna say, and then I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
We gonna say.
Yeah. I would say I had a list of shit. I had a list of like questions I would ask if like there was a lull in the convo.
That's hilarious.
If there was any dead air, I said, boom. So how you doing in such and such class?
Well, you know, it's not really that easy, but
it's like how I talk about doing the podcast. When we were talking about earlier, I was telling D, I was like, you know what? We throw a topic out there that can give us about 20 minutes of good conversation because how deep we can go. And I learned that from getting those questions ready.
Oh, you was in training right there. You didn't even know.
And it was funny because I learned that from my cousin.
Yeah.
I literally called my cousin and said, I don't know what to talk to this girl about.
And that's why it's so important to have male influence. It's like, that's why you need them. Because, I mean...
And you do need them. And there are some great mothers and sisters and aunts who can give some of this information. It definitely helps when it's coming from a male, though. Yeah. But some of the women don't understand because they don't understand the perspective.
The perspective, yeah.
Of what that man is going through. So anyway, I went on a tangent talking about
tangents are fun. It's okay.
Concerts, but yeah. What was another one? What was one of the last? Oh, I was the Axe Murderer, which is so stupid. I had a bunch of so I was Axe Murderer, but it was Axe body spray, and I put little like plastic. They were silver colored plastic knives through Axe body spray cans.
That's probably my least favorite one.
Yeah, it was whatever. People were like, what is that?
You know what I was last year, and it was a last minute thing. I went to like a Goodwill and found this. Wasn't purposeful at all. I just found this cheerleader costume. Not costume. It was a cheerleader uniform that somebody had given up, and I was like, if I fit this, I'm doing it.
I remember that.
I'm doing it. And I put this motherfucking suit on, and it fit like it was made for me. For one. For two, it ended up being money green, so you know I was a Clover all day. I was a Clover all day.
I saw that costume, and look. As soon as I saw you, I just had to walk away.
I was a different person. I was like, but
giant ass cheerleader
with pigtails and ribbons and painted nail. I went all the way.
You just look like the buffest, manliest cheerleader. I'm like, what are you doing?
I did. It was a midriff. I had to.
Yeah, it was a midriff.
It was a midriff with the pleated skirt.
So as much as you say it fits perfectly, it did not fit that perfect to me. I guess
when I stood up, it was perfect. I mean, you couldn't really sit in it. But
hey, by the end of the day, you were tired of that motherfucker.
I was. It was tight. It was uncomfortable.
I thought it fit perfect.
It did. Well, it looked like it did to everybody else. I thought, you know.
So what do you want to be this year?
You know, since I went really feminine last year, I want to do something a little hyper masculine this year.
Oh, you about to be like? I know you're gonna do something with your shirt off, though. I already know.
Yeah, I am, and it's gonna be but it's gonna be hyper masculine, but I still want to be pretty, so I think I'm gonna be like a pharaoh, like something like, you know, bronze and like the eyeliner, but it's still masculine. Yeah. I can show my body.
Yeah,
so,
I know you're gonna do curls all week.
All day.
Yeah. Hey, you just went to Chicago.
I did.
I'm sure you guys know if you listen to the last podcast, D is from Chicago. Mm-hmm. How was your visit?
It was amazing. I had a good time. I went for a wedding, and the wedding was Jamaican. So they always
I know they turned up.
Turn it up. The food was bomb. Like as many people as it was. The mother still chicken. Made jerk chicken, dirty rice, that mac and cheese. Like man, and like it was cardio session.
You went to the wedding was cool. I know, but you know when I think about Chicago, what do I think about?
You think about Giordano's.
I think about Giordano's. I would literally I would go
carrots.
I would go to Chicago just for pizza.
And I was just like nobody does it the same. Or they have signatures that I have not seen anybody.
Are there some good pizza places out here? Yes, it's pretty good pizza places out here. But it ain't like Giordano's. It ain't like it never comes close. Even like when it comes to like New York style pizza.
Right.
No, I mean it just ain't. It ain't. Now I will give you this information though. When it comes to restaurants as a whole, just a bunch of good places to eat, like a variety of good places to eat. Yes, LA is it.
LA got Mexican food down.
I don't fuck with none of y'all say. As far as variety, if you just want to like, I want Ethiopia, or I want this, or I want that. We got variety, and we'll kill you with the Mexican food. We got that. Don't even trip.
Yeah, y'all got the Mexican food for sure.
You know, when it comes to specific shit that you might want, like pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Doing
that deep dish.
That deep dish, man.
Ooh,
I mean, there is a place in Silver Lake, Masa or something like that.
I had that.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
It ain't Giordano's, but shit, it's better than some places in Chicago because I've been to them.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people be sleep on home run in too in Chicago. I don't know if that's a Midwest thing or just Chicago.
I don't like Malnati's. Lou Malnati's. I'm not a big fan.
How? What you don't like about it? Is it?
It's just, I think because
too cheesy, too tasty,
I think I compared.
I
think I compared it to Giordano's, and it's not as good.
Yeah, it's
so I was like, I wasn't like, and that was the first Giordano's was the first pizza I've ever had in Chicago when I was 13 years old. I remember.
I'm like savory.
All right, man. Let's get into it. So now everybody knows what Colin Kaepernick has done. You know, the protesting while he was a member of the San Francisco 49ers.
Right.
And then that leading to him, well, he opted out of his contract, but he's going to get cut anyway. For any of those who didn't know, he's going to get cut anyway. That is information that you can Google yourself. Not John Elway, whoever I forget his name. He's former safety for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Anyway, he's general manager of the San Francisco 49ers, and he was going to cut him anyway. That was a conversation that him and Colin Kaepernick had. So
the problem was nobody picked him up.
So once he opted out, no one picked him up. And was he qualified as a starter? Yes. Was he qualified as a backup quarterback? Hell yes. And he has not played in the league since. So we're giving you the backstory on Colin Kaepernick because then the whole Nike endorsement happened. Which, you know, beautiful commercial, the topic, everything, you know, everything that Colin was saying.
Right.
Beautiful.
It just looked on the surface, of course, it looked really pretty.
Yeah, it is.
And it did help the cause, you know.
It does. Help the cause. And that's what it's all about. The cause is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people need to focus on, the cause. And what they didn't do was focus on the cause.
You know, they focused on the brand and then linked it to what his cause was, and didn't understand exactly or care to understand exactly their initiative and why they were doing it. I mean, everything is surrounded about money.
I almost think they were just feeding into the beast that was already within them, which is their love for Nike. Like their love for shoes. They're like, so they can just say, well, I'm trying to support college, so I gotta get these new Off-Whites.
Give me an excuse.
My new Air Maxes, Prestos, couple new Jordans. Look, and I saw everybody like showing off their Nikes, like supporting Cap. No, supporting Cap, supporting the movement is donating directly to your rights camp, donating directly to Colin Kaepernick's foundation. Like, that's what the cause is. Because you buying up a bunch of Nikes, Nike ain't what it is, man. Nike is not, and I wish, this is why I kind of wish, not kind of, Colin Kaepernick needs to talk.
Yeah, like himself.
That's
and he is about to start being, I was just reading in the New York Post, they're talking about some of the things that is up next for him as far as, he's going to start doing a lot more public speaking, some more, even have a comedy series they're about to start working into, and the New York Post was also talking about how actually Nike was gonna release him from their contract.
Yep, there was a fight.
There was a fight. There was a discussion, and what it boiled down to was either what it was going to look like if we parted from him in a time where it would look really bad for a company to release him further, and it feels like
it was a split.
It was a split. Like nobody wants to be the racist in the room these days, and Nike didn't want to be that racist or look like that racist or be associated with that, racist movement.
They had to see who, and they had to actually see who's supporting Cap.
Exactly.
And the people who are supporting Cap
has always been the generation that's the age group between 15 and 25, and that's what it is right now. And that age group that's right now between 15 and 25 is definitely all about equality and empowerment and
buying Nike.
And buying Nike.
No, that's the most important part. That's the most important part. If they didn't think that them cutting him off would affect their bottom line,
right,
then they would have done it. Like either way, they knew like they were trying. They're always gonna be looking for the money, man.
Yep.
So you can't don't focus on that brand. That ain't it, man. The cause is the cause. This man is going so hard, and yes, I want him to talk more, of course, but his actions are saying so much. Yeah. He's doing so much. Yeah. He's one foundation that is so open. You can, what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, he's available.
He's available, but it's transparent. Oh. He's very transparent. Mm-hmm. You can go to his website, and you will see exactly what money is donating, what the money is going to. To the point of bus. So this money's gonna go for the bus to the event and it's that detailed. Mm-hmm. Red Cross ain't doing that shit for you, man. They not doing that.
Yeah.
So this is when I saw everybody just posting all these Nikes, and I'm like, y'all just don't get it. Y'all
just know what y'all really. Yeah, educate yourself just at least a little bit. I mean, just a little bit. Because I worked for Nike for 6 years. And
that's what I wanted you to talk about for sure.
I worked for them for 6 years, and over again, I just got disgusted over the things I would see. Primarily, it being impoverished neighborhoods lining up and shooting each other for shoes. At the very least, wasn't even made with quality. I'm sitting here and watching the life of these shoes and how they literally destroy themselves within the first 6 months, but we're gonna keep cycling these out because people are gonna still keep on spending $200 plus for these shoes. And I mean, at least spend it on some real leather and stuff, or the fact that since I'm on the employee side, just saying that loyalty didn't matter. It was all politics about who was going to be promoted. You visually look like what Nike is. About you're young, you're blonde, you're pretty, you're whatever. You have you got a body. You're gonna put that. We're gonna put you forward because we're gonna keep modeling the tightest clothes on you. Or it wasn't about work ethic. It wasn't about. Bottom line is always about money. And don't forget that this is a company that outsourced their labor from Asian kids, right? So
Nike. Google it. Nike has very questionable labor tactics, and they've admitted to the child labor.
And then it's now. And what?
So I'm hoping that at this point today that they're doing a better job, but I'm also pretty sure they're not paying their workers that much.
When you want to think about how much they make it, damn,
absolutely. Look, everybody should buy fake Nikes.
Some endorse fake Nikes.
I endorse fake Nikes. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, I'm over here trying to look at our little. We a little professional. We got a little
whiteboard over there.
Whiteboard.
See our eyes wandering across the room. Right.
So we all know this trend, and the trend is a trend it's a trend now because it's public. Mm-hmm. But we know folks have been doing it. But now we're recording it. It's being documented. So we have Barbecue Becky. You have Permit Patty. You had Coupon Carl.
I want to give kudos to the black community for these labels, man. I'm as mad as I would be. Every time I read a new label, I definitely laugh out loud. Like, that's like, why are we so creative? Like, just...
You had, I don't know if they had a name for it, but the men that were arrested at Starbucks for just sitting there.
Sitting there. I don't think it was a name for that because it wasn't one person that they were like.
There's been so many incidents, like a guy being in his own apartment at the pool and they told him to leave. So we'll get to it, but I just want to say, this is when we talk about privilege. And people think white privilege is money and... No,
white privilege is simply being able to leave outside your front door and don't have a care in the world about anything other than what your goal was to do when you left out that door. You know, we leave out the door and we have obstacles that come out of nowhere sometimes or come out of everywhere. And it's like, we incorporate that into our lives as our everyday living and we move on. And that's, that should be the norm for everyone. And sometimes you get in a position as a black guy, if you get privileged to be, to see more than what's in your neighborhood, you're kind of taken aback, like, what? This is what they're doing at regular schools? Like, they're not even getting, what do you call it when they scan you for... like guns and shit, like metal detectors, or like, this is how a real classroom is supposed to be, like, or, when those, when people of the other race find out some of the things that we're going through, they can't even fathom it. I definitely saw a dead body on my way to school when I was in Chicago. Real story.
Oh my God.
I definitely heard gunshots on my way to school and had to hide behind the car until it was over and then go to school.
I gotta look at this conversation me and my buddy were having in the DMs, man. It was crazy, like, how it came up. I hope I find it really fast. But it was basically the same thing, man. We were just talking about how, like, do we have PTSD? Like,
wow, that's...
Like, it was...
It's a heavy question.
Yeah, and I really wish I could at least find, like, how the conversation between me and him started. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm not gonna find it. So we were just talking. He was like, "Man, it's just hard being a fucking black man sometimes." I was like, "Yeah, you know what? A lot of shit that we think is normal ain't normal.
It ain't normal, and sometimes it's still, especially because I'm in LA and really I'm mostly around white people or just non-threatening people. Yeah. And when I go back to Chicago, I forget. Just standing on the bus, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta stick my chest out. I gotta stand more assertive. I forgot until I'm like, feel threatened. Or, or that other time I went to Vegas. You remember I went to Vegas, long story, it was short, it was a dumb story, I ran out of gas. And the person I was with, she was like, this is an emergency. I'm calling the police. And so she ends up calling the police to get help because we were stuck in the desert. And long story short, we ended up getting some help. And the officer was so afraid of me, and he knew that he was.
Oh, I remember that.
But he couldn't help himself, and so he kept trying to help himself, and it just created a very uncomfortable situation. And mentally, all I did was made sure my hands was always where he can see them, and that I smile a little more and talk a little softer, just so he can feel welcome, and still that wasn't really enough. And one of the things he did was. We was coming back and he had the gas can, and I'm like, I had the gas can. He's just like, oh, you sure that you know how to put it back in there? This, that, and the other, because it's in the gas can. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got it, thanks though. And he's just like, no, not that you would know or that that you should know. I just I just want to ask just in case. And I'm like, oh no, it's cool, it's fine, And it's just that.
The whole time you're just trying to make sure you get out of that situation
safe, because they make me have anxiety. And at the end of the day, what I felt is that he just lived most of his life without knowing or having black people around him, and so we were foreign. I was foreign to him, and the only thing he knows about me is what he sees in the media. And again, this is on our way to Vegas, so it's in one of those little small towns on the way there, and it's just all based in ignorance,
So a conversation I was having with my homeboy was about anxiety. And I was like, he had a meme about anxiety, and I was like, yo, bro, I've been going through it a lot lately as well. I have anxiety, panic attacks sometimes.
Yeah.
And shit. And he said, I think it has to do a lot. He said, I think it has a lot to do with us being black in America. I was like, I believe it. And I was telling him, I believe, I think about my childhood. I think about a lot of stuff that was normal to me that ain't normal.
Right.
Like the helicopters over the house every fucking night. Knowing how to deal with the different gangs that you're gonna pass throughout your day.
Yep.
Not like through your neighborhood to get to the bus stop, on the bus, at the school, leaving the school's neighborhood to get back on the bus, that kind of shit. Knowing when it's time to go to leave a party or event because you see a certain group, and you know that shit's about to get shot up. Knowing how to deal when a gunshot goes off.
Yeah.
And then after the shooting is over, you sitting there laughing about it because you're so used to this kind of shit.
And then you don't know until you get out in the world or you become an adult or whatever. Yeah. Like, this shit is actually crazy as fuck.
Like, you tell people your story and they're like, wait, what? And they look at it, they want to make a movie out the bitch. And you're like,
right.
What? Make a movie out of what? What are you talking about? This is normal shit. Like getting jumped. Like I've been jumped a couple times, and I learned how to get jumped.
Yeah. I learned how to get jumped, man.
Remember I was telling you the other day, like this is what you got to do when you get jumped. I mean,
back against the wall.
Yeah, like knowing somebody just got killed, like knowing somebody, and just dealing with it and going to school the next day. Oh, somebody just got killed at school,
and that's everyday life.
Yeah, it's like, all right. So today's, I hear now I hear about, them having counselors at the schools. I don't remember that shit.
Or I knew about them, but it was like...
You didn't take it serious.
You didn't take it serious, and you saw them maybe once a week in the building, and you like, who's that? Every time they came. I just...
Yeah.
That wasn't real.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm actually getting to this. I talked about all that to get to Corner Store Caroline.
Or Carolyn, whatever.
This woman was sitting, there's a video of it. I'm sure plenty of you have seen it. If you haven't, you need to go ahead and Google Corner Store Caroline. All right? Do it now. This stupid ass bitch. Like, she's sitting there at the counter in the liquor store, in the corner store, and a little boy, the mom, a little boy, and a little girl, the son and daughter of the mom, are walking by, and his book bag, on the video you can see the book bag grazes the woman. She looks back and she thinks that the little boy grabbed her ass. So she turns up, says something to the mom about the little boy, grabbing her ass. And then the mom's gonna react crazy because you just told her son just grabbed your ass, and she know her son. She ain't raising her son like that. And her son ain't gonna be grabbing no woman's ass,
especially hers. Like her no ass, like that ain't even.
But still,
anyway, let's be honest.
Because but that does not matter because no asses will get grabbed and raped as well. But that shit didn't happen. I'm just saying, ugly, mentally ill, all that. So that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But this woman, instead of thinking it may be something just.
Or taking the fact that the little boy is a little boy. But
I'm just saying, instead of her assuming otherwise, she assumed the worst because, I'm assuming because he's black. So she's assuming that and I'm assuming that she did it just because he was black. And she took it to the next level. Then this woman had the nerve to during the middle of this whole argument between the mom and the son who's being accused is crying. Like, it's sad to see. It hurt. It hurt. I was hurt watching it.
I was.
She said she was a cop and all this shit. Like, in the video, she said, I'm a cop. Like, I think she said that because she saw the crowd was getting irate.
The crowd was getting irate. And it was mixed, too. It was mixed full of racism. It was just like a common sense type of thing. Like,
yeah, this one was calling the police, talking about he sexually harassed her. And, it was so much, man. And the boy thinks he's thinking he's going to jail. He's never gonna be the same, man.
No, like Like, kids are sponges, and everything is like amplified for them, and like the type of anxiety that he has to go through with trying to deal with something that he can't even grasp or understand. Like, I mean, I will say all the interviews that I seen him in, he was really articulate and trying to explain himself.
Oh yeah, he was a very intelligent kid, man. Mm-hmm. I was surprised for his age. Like he was very articulate. I
saw this meme that was like, "You really mature for your age," and it was like, "I don't think he was been all the trauma." I'm like, that's real shit. That's real shit. Like,
that's real shit.
Like,
and then they asked him, like, you know, does he forgive her? He says, "I don't forgive this woman, and she needs help." Like, he knows that she needs help. But the fact that she wanted to call the cops, though, like, why really? This is what. Like, you're furthering, yeah. This is that.
You know,
like, you know how the police act when it comes to us.
The difference is that this had a camera.
So, you know? This false claim could have gotten that boy killed, or gotten someone else killed because they wanted to come to the defense of the boy. Could have gotten his mama killed or a stranger killed, anybody, because you see how they have no sympathy towards us. They don't care for our health and well-being. Hey, I saw a comment, I think, by Sean King the other day. It was I think it was a video of a white person doing something to the police and them like reacting in the correct way, I guess. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you know, I'm gonna stop saying they need better training because they know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
They just don't do it with us.
Right.
They do it all the time when it comes to white folks. Right. But when it comes to us, they don't do that. They want to go to the extreme. Like, I saw a video the other day. Dude, like, pushed the cop out the way. The cop then shot him with the taser.
With the taser.
Not a gun. Mm-hmm. Like they do with us when they just think we might do something.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's about them not being or living in the communities that they're policing. It really goes back to that because, again, we're so foreign. We're so foreign to them that all they know is what they been taught or told or seen on TV, and they think we're fucking animals. Like,
and this is the corner store character. She's in a black neighborhood.
She's in a black neighborhood.
Like, if you don't feel comfortable, then get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, look, it costs to live in Brooklyn. So I'm sure you can go somewhere else and pay less.
Yes, you can.
But then we had, so for corner store Carolyn, who looks like a fucking idiot now because she watched it on the fucking video herself and saw the boy not touch her fucking ass, a stupid bitch. Then you have the white woman who blocked the black man from getting into his own apartment. Mm-hmm. Who tried to block the black man from getting in his own apartment. He got her the fuck out of his way and went to the apartment. But she followed him all the way to his apartment. Yeah. He went in, closed the door, she was still there.
Looking like a damn fool.
Looking like a fucking idiot. And she got fired from her job because of this.
Yeah.
Her husband. So I'm sure, you know, if you guys ever see it, please check that out. It was actually pretty hilarious. Her husband is actually, I don't know what race he is, but he is a man of color. Already, he's a man of color. And he somebody asked him about this. His name is Brandon Mueller. He said, I wanted to take a moment to express my deep disappointment in the incident that took place at Mr. Tole's home. The individual in the video and I have been separated for over a year, and I myself no longer reside at the Eldridge Shirt Lost building. My only hope is that we as a community can use this as an opportunity to do what my father taught me many years ago. To not allow others' ignorance to incite anger and hatred, but to use it as an opportunity to learn, grow, and promote love. So, I wish he told you to fucking white and shit.
Exactly.
I love your views, but goddamn, who the fuck did you know who you married? All right, this is it's getting ridiculous, man. It's like, cause we're trying to do regular everyday shit.
This lady, I was filming something in the back of my apartment. It's I live in Sherman Oaks, so like the back streets are full of just really pretty little mini mansions and houses, and we're on a public street, and this lady comes out and she says, "You can't film here. I need y'all to leave from in front of my house. My husband's on his way home." So my instinct was I was like, First of all, I don't care about your empty ass threat about your weak ass husband coming home. It's like my first instinct. And bitch, this is a public street. Please get back in your home before we have problems. And then the person I was with, you know, we have to lessen ourselves and soften ourselves no matter how right we are, because we know things are not going to go in our favor. Mm-hmm. So they talked me down. We had to leave, you know, and we want to do it somewhere else just because.
I mean, look, you know, we've seen it. We can sit there and be bold and all that shit, but we'll be bold and dead. Mm-hmm. And then we're like, you kind of, like, you don't want to be sucking nobody's dick, kissing nobody's ass to do shit, but at the same time, you don't want to look like a bitch. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, you don't want to look like a bitch, but you gotta, it's not important enough
to risk your life. And I hope you all guys.
Like, you want to make a point, but you don't want to make a point that's gonna get your ass in jail. I'm not. Well, I mean, maybe a few years ago I would have taken a risk. I'm old now.
Right.
But Tupac say like, you know,
to relax between investment and you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like you want to have a camera ready too. Like we need to go outside our house with a hat cam.
So basically, y'all just leave us the fuck alone. Like that's it. Just let us be, man. Let us live. You ain't gotta like everything we do. You ain't gotta like the music we do. You ain't gotta like none of that shit, man. Like, just walk away. We walk away from your asses. We do shit all the time we don't care for. Like, and what about a real conversation? What about a regular conversation?
90%.
Because you're understanding. Maybe you just don't understand. Maybe you need to come get an understanding. Like, come get that conversation. Like, this, you ain't the, like, you want to police everything. Why are you trying to police everything, man? Like, quit trying to control us. Man, I believe this with all my heart. If there was a real vote to bring back slavery, I think it would be definitely over 30% on the yes.
Well, I think we did have a vote for that, and that was called the election. I think. Perhaps, maybe.
No, fuck that. I'm talking about a direct, I'm talking about direct question. Bring back slavery, yes or no? Put black people back in slavery, yes or no? And I believe that over 30% of the country.
I agree.
So moving on, next topic. Now we staying on this. I'm sorry, I got a lot of shit to say. I guess because I got a little alcohol in my system.
Yeah.
I said alcohol.
You're real talkative.
Am I talking too much? You can tell me I'm talking too much.
You're not talking at all. Keep it going. Keep it flowing.
You should say I'm not
good.
All right, Kehlani.
Oh yeah.
Kehlani, beautiful Kehlani. Whose music I don't love, but I was about to say
you hum to it.
No. She's got some good music.
Yeah, I like Kehlani. I like her music.
Yeah, she is pregnant.
Yeah.
By her guitarist. And her guitarist is a bisexual man.
Yes, he is.
Let me see. I need to see how he look. I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Yeah, he is a bisexual man, and Kehlani is very,
Is he black?
Unfazed by it.
He is black.
He is black.
What's up, bro?
He's a little cutie, a little bit.
I mean,
yeah, and Kehlani has been very open about her sexuality. And
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I saw him,
if
like he was sitting right here, I'd be like, yeah, he's gay, right? I would have said, like, what you think?
I don't think nothing. That picture, but
what about this right here? What about this right here?
I don't think that tells me yay or nay.
Really? Look at that hoop earring.
Oh, okay.
All right, right here
hoop
too.
Is a little large.
Right here too. With the ponytail.
Oh wait, that's mascara.
Okay. How are you questioning? Look, man, you have the worst gaydar anyway.
I do.
Even right here.
They look regular.
I've seen this type of dude on your fucking
on your
app, bro. Anyway, I personally would have been like, he's gay, right? All right, but anyway, I'm not. Look, he says he's bisexual, so he's bisexual.
Okay,
it is what it is.
All right.
Even though at one time, DeOtis didn't think males could be bisexual, but that ain't my thing. That's on D. What you think now? You still thinking dudes can't be bisexual?
No, I've grown a little more, and I feel that at first, no, I did not think it was a such thing as a bisexual situation. I thought maybe there were guys coming out of the closet that wasn't committed enough to want to make that full leap, into gay land. But
and there are those.
And there are those. A lot of the 22.
When you first came out, did you say like I'm bisexual, or were you like?
Yeah, it was like straight gay. Like,
I'm done with this. I'm done with this lie.
Ew. But,
hey, can we talk about this? I really want to talk about this.
Oh shit, what are you talking about?
We're talking about how you said you really enjoy vagina.
So, I mean, it's been
and just to be real, guys, like, he can definitely say he enjoyed vagina and not be attracted to women.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a great point. That's what it's about. Like, I had the luxury of having sex with a female before, and many times, and then at the time I knew I was gay, but I didn't want to accept it, so I thought, well, let me give it a real try. I'm gonna give it a full effort, and my full effort consisted of me not only having sex with a female, but having a full-fledged, almost 3-year relationship with her. And within that whole time, I had never, slept with anybody else, slept with any guy or even any other females. She took my virginity, and So after we were over, I went into a gay relationship not too much longer after, and I was able to see the difference in the feelings of having sex with a woman compared to a man. Now, what I've learned is that there's nothing on this earth that compares to the feeling of a vagina. The vagina is the best feeling thing on a penis. There's nothing on this earth that feels as good as a woman's vagina. Take it from somebody who's been able to experience both, And to be honest, when I first transitioned, I was like upset. I had considered maybe I'm, asexual? You're not attracted to either?
Yeah.
Because I was like, why does this have to be gay sex? Why me putting my dick in the ass has to be gay sex? And then I was like, I'm so serious. This is the shit I contemplated. And I don't even know what got me over that. I don't know what.
It's probably your attraction to the man. They can't go like, fuck it.
Fuck
I'm
that.
attracted to
It was as if I had to deal with that for the first time, though, I guess. And yeah, so did I answer your question? Yeah, vaginas is the best. They are. And
I didn't want to bring that up. I remember that conversation.
I think it's just vaginas are built.
And they're built for a penis to be in it. Like, look, you can drive a big, huge penis in it, and guess what? That vagina is gonna come right back. Mm-hmm. It'll fit a smaller penis. Like, it's ready for the world.
It's ready for the world.
Anyway, where was I even going?
We're talking about Kehlani and her bisexual and sexual fluidity. Right?
So we're talking about so the reason why we even brought this up, because she's okay with her baby daddy being bisexual. And I'm not sure. I haven't read much into the relationship. I don't know how much further it's gone.
And I know she's been open about her sexuality.
Oh yeah, she's also bisexual
as well.
She said she was with women way before she was with the man.
Right.
So she's very free. She's like, she's okay with dating. She's very open. Mm-hmm. Now, she's open. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about the typical black woman. I don't even know if that's a real thing, a typical black woman. But just think about are black women opening up to the idea of dating a bisexual man?
So what I was talking to Joe about is that I kind of feel that, I don't know, I can't say I feel, I'm not a woman, but if this ends up being the truth, I wouldn't be surprised. But it seems like all women are at least like 3% gay, and that and sex comes second for women, but if you're able to stimulate them mentally, then you're in. Especially if the situation around is happening. Like, she just got finished being broken up with her 6-year relationship with a guy that she found out was cheating on him with a whole nother family, and he got kids and shit, and now she like fuck men all goddamn day. And then here comes Catherine from the what's his name department, and she's like, they're vagina, and so she's like,
What?
And so she's like, you know what? Yeah, vagina. And so now, you know, she was there to support, Carolyn was there to support, you know, her broken heart. But not that saying that it has to be a circumstance. I just feel that women are on a whole nother level where they're not weak enough to be weakened by just flesh. It's like if they stimulate it mentally, then they're open to it, or they might be open to it. So, I don't know.
I mean, look, for one, it's definitely easier for a woman to be accepted as bisexual.
Well, or
to even just say like I've had a relationship. But I bring up like our black women open up to the idea of dating a bisexual man.
Right.
Like forget what they've been through. Because you know, we know what double standards are. Who cares? They are what they are. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna change. I mean, they'll change eventually, but let's just be real. If you ask a woman who's married to a man for however many years, has she been with a woman, she says yes, you're not gonna bat a fucking eye.
No.
Now, if you ask her husband, who she's been married to for 10 years, like, hey, yo, you ever been with a man? And he tells you, yeah, you're like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
You gay?
Like, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, are black women opening up to dating a bisexual man? I don't think they are at this time.
And are we seeing, or do we see more bisexual women because we have a society that's more accepting of it?
And
then, I know it is so, but is it possible that there are that many bisexual men, but we don't have?
There probably are. No, but that's my point.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's a ton of bisexual men out there.
Because it brings me to this question: like, are we moving towards a state where sexual fluidity is just going to be that, where we're all talking about what feels good and that's what matters? Because I kind of feel like we're moving towards that, because I know too many straight motherfuckers that's getting their dick sucked by a guy.
But see, when you tell me that,
yeah.
I don't consider them straight.
Right.
Because we got this. D was telling, we were talking about this, and I was telling D that, all right, I like women, love women, and I don't even like ugly women. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I'm not getting head from no ugly woman.
Right.
I'm not having sex with no ugly woman. As far as my standards of ugly go, whatever.
Right.
You know, I'm just not.
Not attracted to.
I'm not attracted, exactly. Right. That's what I'm talking about, attraction. I'm not attracted to a man. Mm-hmm. Now, that's me. So, and there's a bunch of other people I feel like who would feel the same way as I do. But then there are those people who are all about a feeling. They're not really concerned about.
Let's talk about the guys who ain't pretty enough to have that type of standard.
That mean nothing. You can be ugly as fuck to have those standards.
Yeah.
You just might not get no ass.
Right.
Yeah. But but there are some who can probably get whatever they want, but they still just don't get. Man, I knew some dudes who were considered like the super handsome guys, and they would fuck anything, any type of girl. You be like, you fucked her, like, and they like, it was good pussy. You gave us good head. Those same guys probably would, like, cause they don't like, as far as attraction goes, they're not really concerned. They concerned more about the feel.
Exactly. So the mental stimulation.
Yeah, they're just. So that to me is a definition of sexual fluidity. They're just like, yo, I'm just trying to get it in.
Right.
Now, I mean, for me, that I think I think what you're, to your point, we'll get to that day where folks who do feel that way are more open about doing it. More open about like just saying like, yo, yeah, I fucked him, I fucked her, and yeah, it is what it is. You know, and they won't have a concern about what I think about them, what anybody else thinks about them.
Right, it will be a point, because that's pretty much just saying
we're getting there.
Nobody gives a fuck that you're gay. You know,
we're getting there. I just want us to get closer to that in the black community, and that's where I get back to our black women opening up to the idea of dating a bisexual man, and that conversation kind of goes to like that first season of Insecure.
Oh yeah.
She finds out. Because they actually revisited it.
This season. This past season, yeah.
Yeah. And he said that he messed around with a dude. She couldn't handle it. And then
he showed up.
He was with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she was like, for sure, thinking he was gonna be gay because she didn't think that could be a thing.
And then y'all have a guest.
Yeah, he's our bisexual guest.
Yeah.
Damn, and I always forget his name, man. I'm sorry, bro. But he's engaged. And he might be married now.
Damn.
But he was definitely engaged to a woman. So, you know, look, women can do it, so can men. Like, women do it all the time, guys. Yeah. So, as far as like the human biology, like our biology, that shows you that men can do it as well. Now, society's view of them is different, but as far as like their wants and their needs and their desires, the same.
Just never let societal standards dictate what you want to believe or accept. Like, I just want people to go outside the box, and it's so hard to even know that you're in a box. But like, just open your mind, walk outside, and then think for yourself. That's all.
And I know how hard it is, yo, but it is getting easier. We're not necessarily, you know, this is one. We live in this country ain't the greatest. I don't fuck with none of y'all say. But you know, there are some good things. We are in a society that is getting better when it comes to like sexuality and stuff. Yeah. We are. You know, because I was watching that, I forget his name, but it was a Russian state where this dude, you cannot be gay in his country. Oh, yeah. Like, it's fucked up.
And then I went to C-Chaz once, and it blew my mind because it was more common to see gay couples with kids than there was to see regular.
Where?
In C-Chaz, that's in Barcelona.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't believe it. And I didn't know that a lot of gay people went there just to live or vacation or with their families. You know,
that's what's up.
Never seen that before.
Yo, so, you know, I told you, like, one of the segments we're going to do, you know, we talk about different stuff. We're going to talk about how we were both fat. We always got something to talk about being fat. Yeah. Like I said, I've been on a diet for like a month. And it ain't stopping. I'm going until I get in the best shape of my life.
Me too. I'm trying.
But I'm going to New Orleans in a few days. And for the people who listen to the podcast, y'all know how I am in New Orleans, man. I love my bread pudding. My family bakes cheesecakes. Y'all, I need to follow Tajay, Nola Cheesecakes on Instagram. They're fucking amazing. If you're in New Orleans, buy them. Like, fucking amazing. And I stay with my family, and they bake these cheesecakes every day. But luckily, yeah, I know it's fucked up. One time I was only eating cheesecakes. I wasn't eating shit else. That was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But she actually bakes a keto cheesecake. So
keto cheesecake, which means that it don't have
no sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she using like Splenda or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm good. Let's go, baby.
All right.
I'll be out in New Orleans eating hot sausage and fucking cheesecake. I'm gonna try to keep it going. But anyway, so yeah, I think about food all the time, and we're gonna do a segment, and I love this. I see it. Look, I know you guys see it on Facebook, you see it on Instagram. It don't matter. Shit's still fucking entertaining, and we're gonna do it today. One gotta go. And for D, I got you, D. What's up? One gotta go.
This is a surprise to me, y'all, so I don't know what you're gonna say.
So it's a food. One gotta go.
So these are food categories.
Food edition. Food edition.
Okay. So
yes,
one gotta go.
Look, that means that's letting y'all know we still trying to figure out this segment situation. All right, and we're gonna do it. So one gotta go.
All right.
Lasagna, mac and cheese, spaghetti. And when you think about these, I want you to think about the best fucking spaghetti, the best mac and cheese, best lasagna, and last, fried chicken sandwich. One gotta go.
Man, you know, cause sandwiches, you can put anything in a sandwich and I'm gonna love it. Like,
I know, you put anything between some bread. I made a lasagna sandwich one time. I definitely have spaghetti sandwiches, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Shit, I've had a macaroni and cheese sandwich because I put it in between the dinner rolls.
Wire roll. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to go with the fried chicken sandwich.
Oh, you getting rid of the fried chicken sandwich?
Because mac and cheese, I just love mac and cheese. I would eat a whole pot. Macaroni, the spaghetti, that's a full meal in itself. Yeah. Like, it's just the beginning, middle, and the end for that, you know. And then the lasagna, that's my number one. Yeah, that's
listen,
one. Can't do that.
That's like, I'm looking at that. That would be tough for me. I think I would probably have to cut out spaghetti. Let me tell y'all something about fried chicken sandwiches. I love, like absolutely love fried chicken sandwiches. If you're in LA, you need to go to Howlin' Ray's in Chinatown.
Do they put pickles on their fried chicken sandwich?
Yeah. They put pickles, they put coleslaw.
Oh shit, yes.
And it's like a hot chicken sandwich. So they got different temperatures. They got Howlin', which is the hottest. They got hot. They got medium. They got mild. And then no hot, no heat at all. Like the medium, it's the medium mild. One of those, like medium mild. It's still hot as fuck. But I like it because it's hot, but it's still so tasty. If you get it any hotter for me, it's so hot that I don't know what it tastes like anymore.
What it tastes like? Hot.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck, but it's so good, man. It's so fucking good. There's another place in downtown LA called Birdie's. Fucking amazing fried chicken sandwich. There's another, what's the other place?
I need to make a list of
damn, man. There's another one in downtown. But yo, I love fried chicken sandwiches. Now, I didn't get a chance to do one gotta go for me, so I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, it's fine.
Nah, it's cool. We've had a good episode, man. Hey, so next week we're definitely gonna have a guest on. I don't fuck who it is, but I know y'all love when we do have guests. We're gonna interview them. I think I just dug in my nose right on camera. Fuck, that was an issue. We're gonna interview somebody or have a guest on. I got a bunch of people who want to just come on and hang out, and they're really like guests that I would love to have on anyway. They have a good story to tell. They have a lot to talk about, and I appreciate everybody for listening in. D, your second episode, how you feeling?
Oh, I feel a lot more drier, as y'all can tell. A lot more looser, a lot more comfortable. You know, it's just a conversation. It's pretty good, man. Do want to encourage you all again to follow us on Me and the Gay Homie, at Me and the Gay Homie, and then our email is meandthegayhomie@gmail.com. Maybe you can send us some topics, maybe if you're interested in being a guest yourself, or
no, you can't come on the show. Fuck that.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.